Welcome back to another episode of the tutorials on how to find certain weapons in Breath of the Wild, and I'm your host, Survival Man 1. So, today we are going to be finding the Zora weapons, and they are in different... Oh, excuse me, hang on. I'm not used to this game yet. Alright, Zora Zord. The Zora sword is very simple and easy. It's right next to a shield of the Zoras. So that is going to be the first two to find. And then we're going to be finding also as well the silver long sword is based on the Zoras. So we're going to find that too as well. But also there are Zora spear, the silver scale spear. And we're going to exclude the light scale and the ceremonial trident because you can always make those anytime. You just gotta talk to the right guy at the source domain. As far as for bows, there is a silver bow as well. So we're going to go and find that too as well. So there's the bow, the spears, and the shield and the sword. So we're going to go ahead and find those. Those are very easy to find. So if you're unsure where to find them, today's video will show you how to find them. So first and foremost, first starters, since I'm technically already in the source domain area almost. So the first things is that if you have the Niz Yoma Shrine, pushing power, you want to travel there. Now, we're in the Yoma Shrine. Okay, so the Niz Yoma Shrine. Okay, so this, as you now know, the Sheikah sensor is now active, meaning I'm able to find this sword pretty easy. I just need to find the right path to get to it. However, I do know where it's at already, so no need for the Sheikah sensor. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to turn off the Sheikah sensor because I already know where it's at. And I'm looking right at it as I pulled up the map. So I knew where it's at, so I don't need the sensor. Okay. There's one location right here, as far as I know, without having to fight. As you can see, silver shield and the Zora sword. So I'm going to put on the Zora armor as well. I will at some point show you how to find the helm and the greaves as well at some point. Okay, but I'm just only gonna put them on, put the Zora armor. So since I want to get the vibe here, I am going to get rid of the this. I don't need that. So I do have a silver scale. There's different ways of getting a silver scale. So we're gonna equip this sword so you guys can see here on the side. I am going to get rid of that one bow though, because I am not going to show that off. So here we go. Okay, sword and the silver shield. Okay, you're going to be needing that. But now I'm going to unequip that since those are just the single hand weapons. Okay, now I am, however, going to break one of the spears that I collected on my last episode. Okay. Hey, at least I'm getting sources. Or, you know what? I could do this. Hold on. Whee! Bye bye, spear. I don't need time to be wasted for doing that. To break that. That'll be gone by the time I get back to it. Alright, as far as for double-handed weapons. Alright, now it's gonna be the Silver Wings Sword, I think it's called. Or Silver Blade or something like that. So, we're gonna go over here to the double-handed weapons. Silver Longsword. See, I was wrong on the weapon name. Silver Longsword. So, this is very easy to find. Most people don't think to look here. But some have already knew about it, but they don't think it was a good spot to put it because it's so easy to grab. It really is. So now we're going to go back to the shrine. Now, if we're back here at the shrine, you're maybe wondering, where's the long sword at? Well, this is why people don't look behind the shrine because it's right here. Silver longsword, as you now know. Silver longsword, right there. As you see, it's a very long sword. Easy for grabs. So I'm going to remove that. Now, we are going to go and grab a bow. That is also here as well. Since you can find all of these here, these ones mainly. But as far as the silver scale spear, I believe if I activate that, I'll be able to find that. I don't remember where it's found, but I will help you guys find it. The Zora Spear, yes, I do know a plethora of different locations to find that. Very easy to find. Alright, silver scale, let's activate that. Okay. It is nearby. So, it's a good thing I have that active. Alright, so as far as the bow, we want to go down here. The reason why I say that is because when you're down here, you want to find a little bit of a divot of a water pool over here somewhere. And behold, right here is indeed the silver bow. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as far as the spears, okay? Now you know that you can find that. Now, I am going to show you how to find the silver scale spear, for starters, okay? You're going to swim from the bow all the way over here as far as I'm following the okay? So over here, as you can see, it's telling you it's over here somehow, right? Well, how would you know where to find it? Because you need magnesis, of course. You're going to grab that and bring it on out. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There is the silver scale. Of course, I put it back in the water. Bring it out over here. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There is the silver scale, sitting right so. So, I am going to throw one of these weapons, of course. I don't need. Let's see. I am actually going to just use this real quick. I just froze this guy. Frozen crab. Nice. Ha! That is brand new to me. I didn't even think that would be a thing. Alright. Yes, of course. The rods, however, you cannot throw them. You can use the magic within them to use while throwing them. So if you were throwing weapons, of course, you can't throw it. It just uses the magic within the wand. In any direction you want, which is nice. And you can hold the weapon and power it up. It will power up on its own while you're attempting to throw it. So you can still use the magic. Over time, of course. Sorry it's taking a little bit, but you know what? I'm gonna make it quick. Alright, finally. At least now the rod is now starting to break. Finally, at least for a while. There it is, finally. Alright, now I'm going to pick that up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there is the silver scale spear. Now, as far as the zora spears, now, people have even mentioned on the internet that they were having a hard time finding them. Well, guess what? I have at least a plethora of locations to find that. So, for starters, okay, you are going to go, let's see, I have different areas to find that. There is one area, however, but you have to fight your way to him just to get the spear alone. So if you go, I believe one is sitting right here, I believe. I'm not going to, I'm going to go there next, actually, just to make sure. But there is, however, one somewhere on a hill somewhere, and you have to go around a bend of some kind to get to it. And you have to go up a hill, which is neat. So, let's see. Sorry if I'm zooming in and out so many times. I'm trying to remember. As far as... Yep, right here. Okay? Right here. So, to get to that, of course, we're gonna go to the Divine Beast if you already have activated it. You can warp here, but do not go near it, because simply the game will just say it's aiming at the castle, and it will warp you away from it. But near it, basically. So basically, it will just have you walk away from it in a good distance from it. So naturally, you can't get too close to it. You can warp to it, you just can't get onto it or get near it. Is pretty much what happens here. Alright, so as far as for that weapon that I was speaking of, alright, see this over here, right? On a mountain, right? So you're going to go... Oh wait, where is it? This is why, yep. So, let's edit the stamp, and let's do that. Okay, and let's try this again. And yes, you can teleport while in the air. If you did revolve the scale, and if you're in danger and you want to get the heck out of there without getting hit, well, do revolve the scale, and also warp somewhere else. So then that teleportation while you're up in the air always good come in handy. So we're going to go this way instead. Okay. We're going to go over here, and right up over here somewhere that you would have to find a weapon. Yeah, so remember, here's one thing though you guys have to remember, that the zora spear is only sitting there and not being used by any enemies of any kind at the time. But if you end up, oh wow, so it's not right here then. Okay, well, I do remember where it was. It's on one of these paths along the way. You would have to go up a hill, and for some reason you would have to go up a hill, right? And basically around the bend of at some point you will be able to find the zora spear. So it's along on the path on the way. So yeah, as long as you follow the path, and if you come across a Losophos, now it's active. The sensor is now activated. So now, if you follow the, if you activate it by, if you found or took a photo of it, of course, if you activate it with the sensor, you will be able to locate it very, very easily. Alright, so if you find a Lizalfos, right? Yeah, I would not been able to climb all that at once. Alright, now, up here, I'm still going to follow this, of course. So right around here, right? Okay, right in here. See this Lizalfos that sits here? He's not holding anything, right? Well, on that log, right here, you find the Zora Spear sitting there. Just so you know. Anytime you come up here, now, you could probably distinguish it from all the rest. It's this spear right here. Okay? So that's how you find that. But be warned that when you get too close, the Lizalfos will mainly first grab that and will attack you with it. Then you would have to fight him to grab it from him. So that you have to keep in mind as well. Keep that in mind if you want to have that in your hands. Okay? So now, with the Zora Spears, there is one other location I do want to test real quick to see if it's sitting here. And if it isn't, then it's always good to check that out. So we're going to go to this shrine that is near the pathway entrance to the Zora's domain. Now we are going to see if the Sheikah sensor gets activated. And for some reason it doesn't. It's okay. However, there is one. I was right. So, here we go. We are going to go up here, and this Lizalfos right here is holding it. And I'm going to stay right put. You can see it right here. So, I'm not going to activate the fight for that, but just remember, you do have to fight that Lizalfos to get the Zora Spear. Alright, when in doubt, you gotta fly up and teleport away, as I showed off here. So, we're gonna go to the Zora's, the tower here. We're gonna go to the tower, excuse me for calling it the Zora Tower. I am not gonna call it that. Obviously not. Let's see here. So, that's how you find all the main Zora weapons. As far as the tridents, you need materials in order to make that. As long as you have taken care of the divine beast Faruta. If you've taken care of that, then there will be a Zora inside the domain. You go into in a workshop area on the first floor underneath the king on the right side. So if you go in there, you talk to a Zora that's in there, he will be gladly to make you at least one of the two. As long as you have the materials. One, you need a diamond, and the other you do not. So keep that in mind if you want to keep those on you at times. So, without further ado, this is going to be it for this video. So if you like this video, please leave a like and a comment, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.